Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to talk to you about the LaBrant family. They are a family vlogging channel here on YouTube and I've known about them for quite a while, but I wanted to do a video featuring them, sharing my thoughts and opinions. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so this video has been in the works for a little while. I've been aware of the LaBrant family for a couple of years now. They are YouTube royalty. They have a very massive following here on the platform, and that also flows over to TikTok and Instagram, where they have very large followings as well. As some of y'all might know, I do not care for family vloggers. I do not agree with basically publishing your children to the world for them to take in these very intimate moments, and I don't believe that a lot of these videos should be made, especially if they're made, they shouldn't be monetized. But this is a common pattern that we see with a lot of family vlog channels where the clickbait titles, the filming things that shouldn't be filmed and publishing them are what is going to get you the views. Now, in my personal opinion, I do think that family vlogging is on the decline. I think that a lot of people are beginning to open up their eyes and see that this isn't really appropriate. There are no laws out there for kids who are on YouTube like there are for child actors with the Coogan laws and things like that. There's no separation from work and home life for these YouTube kids because everything is filmed, everything is content. You can't take a vacation and go to Disney because the parents look at that as an opportunity for content. There's just no separation. Sometimes moments of their day will be filmed from before the time they wake up to after the time they go to bed, and it is very, very worrisome. A lot of these kids that are growing up on YouTube right now, I believe in the future will be very interesting, studies for psychologists and just to see how things turn out. But I also think that the other side of that is there will be, in my opinion, many, many lawsuits coming out against children suing their parents for putting all of this stuff on YouTube without their permission. And it's going to make for a really interesting period of time here in the next 10 years or so. The other thing that I want to preface this video with is that on my channel, no matter who I'm talking about, whether it's the LaBrants, the Ace family, beauty influencers, whoever, my intention is to never try to cancel someone. Y'all know I don't really believe in cancel culture. I think it's a tagline and something that a lot of people overuse. My intention is to bring attention to these things, hold people responsible, open up a dialogue for people that want to have the conversation so that we can all talk about it and be a little bit more aware of, wow, are these people really deserving of 13 million subscribers? Do they deserve that, or is it something that should be discussed and looked into? So not here to cancel anyone, just a friendly reminder, but we are here to have a conversation and look at things from a logical point of view. Not here to cancel anyone, not today, not ever, but I am here to open up a conversation, show these things to you guys. We can all chit chat about it and share our opinions in a meaningful way. But I will always use my platform to bring attention to things like this, and we can talk about it along the way. So the LaBrant family right now, when I'm filming this, has 12.9 million subscribers on YouTube. The family consists of Cole LaBrant, Savannah LaBrant, Everly, who is the oldest daughter. Cole is not actually Everly's father. Everly is Savannah's daughter from a previous relationship. And then Cole and Savannah have two other children together. Their first daughter's name is Posey, and then their son's name is Zealand. So they have 3 kids all together. They are sort of your picture perfect American blonde family, very wholesome, very You know, everyone wears matching outfits on the Christmas cards. They're that kind of family. Everything's perfect. And that to me doesn't even really matter, because people who want to be shallow and say, oh, they're such a beautiful family, you can look at it like that, or you can look at it and say, none of that really matters, because the shit that they're doing on YouTube is not okay. And they have built a massive empire off the backs of their children. Specifically Everly, who is the oldest daughter, and she is the one that is involved in the most content for them, gains the most views. And speaking of attention, I want to go through their Instagram following too. So LaBrant has 5 million followers on Instagram. Savannah LaBrant actually has more than Cole. She has 6.6. Everly, who again is their oldest daughter, has 5.1, which in my opinion is very scary. And I know Josh at Dad Challenge podcast had released the analytics, and it did show that a large majority of her following was adult men, which to me is just what nightmares are made of. There is no reason for this child to be on Instagram. If Savannah wants to share videos and all of this kind of stuff, that could be done on her own Instagram. In my opinion, I just don't think that any child needs to have an Instagram or a TikTok of their own. And speaking of TikTok, Everly did have her TikTok taken down. And Cole and Savannah basically like pitched a fit, and it was the whole mentality of, do you know who we are? You can't do this, whatever. We're going to figure out a way to bend the rules so that Everly can still make TikToks. It makes her happy. That mentality is very, very ignorant in my opinion. And I realized that, you know, Cole especially became a father at a very young age. But I also don't think that that means your morals and your concern for your family should go down the drain just because you became a father at a very young age. Moving on to Posey, that is the youngest daughter. She has 1.7 million. And their son, who is literally an infant, has 645,000 followers on Instagram. So again, don't see any reason for children to have Instagram pages. And some of y'all watching this video might have kids who have their own Instagram pages. And if that's what works for you, fine. But I just see no value in a child having their own Instagram page. Even if it's run by the parents, I just don't see any value in that whatsoever. Okay, so let's go back a little bit and talk about Cole. So Cole started out on Vine, just like many other YouTubers did. And usually that's not that much of an exciting thing to insert into a video, but I looked back at some of the highlight reels of Cole on Vine during his days on there. He had two other friends that he was in this group with called Dem White Boys. The other two people in the trio, I should say, were Baylor Barnes and John Grice. So they made up this trio, and you guys, if you're interested, you can look on YouTube at some of the highlight reels. These videos were so inappropriate. They were just very insensitive, completely inappropriate. I don't understand how anyone would, we're not talking about that long ago. I don't know who was looking at this content and thinking that it was funny, acceptable, okay, entertaining. I don't consider myself some kind of snowflake, and I didn't think that it was funny at all. In fact, I thought that it was insulting and quite disgusting. So that's kind of how he got his start. So he and Savannah got engaged and married pretty quickly. They've been married since 2017. Basically, the way that they met was Cole contacted her on Musical.ly, which Musical.ly is sort of like what TikTok is now, but it's no longer around. So they got married in 2017. They welcomed Posey in 2018, and then they went on to welcome their son Zealand. And obviously Everly has been a part of the picture since they met, because Everly is Savannah's daughter from that previous relationship. Aside from giving you guys a brief rundown of who they are and kind of how they met, I really want to talk to you about some of their most problematic content on YouTube. The first thing, and I don't think that I need to preface this too much, but y'all probably know that I am a huge animal lover. My dog Axel is the absolute light of my life. My schedule revolves around him. Our life revolves around him. We do absolutely whatever it takes to make sure that he is taken care of, happy, healthy, thriving, the whole 9 yards. So anytime a YouTuber is going to use their animal as clickbait or a way to gain attention or drum up chit chat among, a community that they're in, anytime that's being used as leverage, it pisses me off. So basically, the LaBrants decided to prank Everly and say that they were getting rid of their dog, Carl. And they filmed it, of course, because every sensitive thing needs to be filmed and monetized, or you're not a family vlogger. So they film it, and the whole thing was they were going to let her pick where Carl went. And this video is absolutely heartbreaking to watch, and it really just made my blood boil to know that these two parents were okay with doing this to a child. Even if you're not the parents of a child or of the child, even if you don't know the kid, say the kid is a stranger, you don't go up to a child and prank them to say you have to get rid of your family dog. That is never going to fly in my book. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I don't understand why anyone would continue to support a family that's doing shit like this to their child on YouTube. It's gross. So they did this. Everly is visibly upset, but that's not all. This is not a one-time occurrence. They seem to use Everly a lot as a way to get a reaction. Let's get her to cry or get upset so that we can film it. We can make a crazy thumbnail and post it onto the channel to generate more views. They also filmed another video where they were going through her iPhone or iPad, one of her devices, and they were teasing her about what was on her device. And they were laughing, and she sort of had like her head like buried, in embarrassment. She was really upset over this, and they were laughing and filming the whole thing, and they just thought that it was hilarious. So I really don't understand what kind of soul that you claim to have when you get, when doing shit like that is entertaining for you. It is content for you to upset a child. And I am so tired of really insensitive topics being glazed over by, oh, it's just a prank. It's just funny. These things are not funny. And if you are laughing at a child crying, then you might want to check your heart. You might want to check where you find entertainment, because that is worrisome if seeing a child cry is entertaining to you. So aside from the really upsetting content that they post onto their YouTube channel sporadically, a lot of their other content is just clickbait stuff, same things that every family vlogger does. Some of their most recent videos include Posey accidentally did this to Savannah's eye, and Savannah's eye looks all swollen. So it looks like Cole came out and discussed his battle with anxiety. Surprisingly, the video is not monetized, so kudos to him for not monetizing something that is very sensitive, even if it is his own subject. But the fact of everything else that they've done, I can't really give him any credit there. Our security cameras caught someone doing this to our house. They also film their daughters a lot with dance and dance recital and stuff. That is something else. I understand that dancing and gymnastics and all this kind of stuff is considered a sport, But again, it's just another example of something that in my mind doesn't need to be on YouTube. If you're gonna make those videos for memories and all of that, fine, make them for your memories, keep them on your home computer, send them to friends and family if that's what you want to do. But I do not think that it belongs on YouTube for weirdos to look at all day and night. And then they did the video about Everly's TikTok being banned, and good on TikTok for doing that. There should be no children with their own pages over there dancing on TikTok. A lot of the TikTok dances are very suggestive and inappropriate for children. Many of the lyrics to the songs are inappropriate, and I don't think that any of it belongs on the app, period. Another really problematic video that Cole did that I completely forgot about was they pretended that he dropped their baby. Why is this a prank? Why is this funny? Why is this ever even an idea on the content radar? It's absolutely gross. I will give them some credit, even though they do a lot of the outrageous video titles and thumbnails. They don't do it to the degree that a lot of other family vlog channels do it, but they still participate because, let's be honest, if you have normal thumbnails and normal titles, at a certain point, people are going to lose interest if you're not keeping them engaged and keeping them on their toes. So that's just part of the gig. Some YouTubers, you know, go down that avenue and some don't. But either way, I will give them credit for not doing it every single video like it's our life, but they still participate in it a fair amount. So anyway, you guys, I did want to share my overall thoughts on the LaBrant family. I've been talking about this video for a little while, and you know, I've seen this common pattern with family vloggers. They copy each other. They all do just about the same content, even if it's at separate times on their channel. There's just nothing interesting about this content to me. And I think that some people get so emotionally invested in these families, it's impossible for them to see, you know, with clear colored glasses instead of the rose colored glasses that a lot of people see these people through, in order to look at it and say, maybe I shouldn't be supporting this kind of content, because these people are building a massive empire off the backs of their children, and the kids have no protection. There's no Coogan laws, there's no nothing to protect these kids. The families are buying these mega mansions and Range Rovers, all because they put their kids on YouTube. And until some things change, this is not something that I would want to be wasting my social media currency on. There are many other YouTubers that deserve it over family vloggers, and that's where I will stand on it probably forever, but bare minimum until we can get some laws into effect to protect these kids and make sure that all their money isn't gone, and they also have that separation between what's work and what's home life, and how much they're expected to work, and so on and so forth. So the future will tell, we will see. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.